Welcome back, my friends. Let's go over Psalm 45. And let's look at this. To the chief musician upon Shoshanim, for the sons of Korah, a maskil, the song of loves. So this is the song. So, wow. Alright, so my heart is indicting me for a good matter. I speak unto the things which I have made. Touching the king, my tongue is a pen of a ready writer. Thou art fairer than the children of men. Grace is poured into thy lips. Therefore God hath blessed thee forever. Gird thy sewing, their sword upon thy thigh or their waist. O most mighty, with thy glory and thy majesty. In thy majesty ride prosperously, because of truth and meekness and righteousness, and thy right hand shall teach thee terrible, awesome, beautiful, fantastic things. Thine arrows are sharp in the heart of the king's enemies, whereby the people fall under thee. Thy throne, O God, is forever. So I'm thinking. So we're talking verses 1 through 5 is the first part, and the second part starts at verse 6. Okay, it shifts. Thy throne, O God, is forever and ever. So whenever I'm seeing throne in Psalms, I think there's a shifting going on. Thy throne, O God, is forever and ever. A scepter of thy kingdom is a right scepter. Thou hast Thou lovest righteousness and hatest and wickedness. Therefore God, thy God, has anointed thee with the oil of gladness above thy fellows. Thy garments smell of myrrh and aloes and cassia, out of ivory palaces whereby they have made thee glad. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, out of ivory palaces and all these things are talking about Solomon's kind of day. I'm thinking of Proverbs. In Proverbs, it talks about palaces and how spiders are hanging out and different things are hanging out there. But anyway, that's what I was thinking of. Palaces is where like Shushan Palace and those cool things that were happening there. A lot of upheaval can happen in palaces, especially on God's throne. Upheaval and major things can happen from just God's throne, His scepter of righteousness, Jesus Christ. So, all thy garments smell of myrrh, aloe, and cassia, out of ivory palaces where they have made thee glad. King's daughters were among thy honorable women. Upon the right hand did stand the queen in gold of Ophir, the most expensive gold. Hearken, O daughter, and consider and incline thy ear. Forget also thine own people and thy father's house. So shall the king greatly desire thy beauty, for he is thy Lord, and worship thou him. And the daughter of Tyre shall be there with a gift. Even the rich among the people shall entreat thy favor, shall pay off. So try to get your attention by gifts. To try to get your ear by gifts. When I went to this awesome presidential library, and they had many gifts there that were given by different people from different parts of the world, and this is just to get the eye or the ear of the president. So it's fantastic. The king's daughter is all glorious within her clothing. It is wrought of gold. It's designed. It's with this work of gold. She shall be brought unto the king in clothing. This clothing of ram needlework. The virgins, her companions, follow her, and shall be brought unto thee. Sounds like Esther, Queen Esther. This is like a picture of how Queen Esther was lavishly looked upon for 6 months, and then another 6 months, so for basically a year. With gladness and rejoicing shall they be brought. They shall enter the king's palace. So one by one, all these people, they were brought to the king's palace, and the king would look at them and just say yes or no, and they would get a few of them would get to hang out in his personal area, and they would, do lovey-dovey things, maybe, or they would just go talk. And just by looking at this one woman, the king of Persia decided that Esther would be queen. Okay, I don't know if this is it, but we're going to continue. Instead of thy fathers, they shall be thy children, whom thou mayest make princes in all the earth. I will make thy name to be remembered in all generations. Therefore shall the peoples praise thee forever and ever. Now, it's kind of like Mordecai. Mordecai was made great. His name was made great. And his name is written down in the Bible for everyone to see. That could be someone who would be honored in the Bible for many generations. It could also be Jesus. But let's continue. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and a very present help in trouble. Therefore will not we fear, though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the field, in the midst of the sea, though the waters thereof roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with the swelling thereof, Selah. There is a river of streams whereof shall make glad the city of God. And this is going to happen. This is already predicted in Ezekiel. The city of God and the holy places of the temple of the Most High. God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. No one will be able to attack her anymore. God shall help her, and that right early. So God will immediately come to their aid during, I would say, during the millennial reign. God, His kingdom will be set up on the earth, and He will rule and reign with an iron fist. There's something in Deuteronomy 23:14. The heathen raged, the kingdoms were moved. He uttered His voice, and the earth melted. So the people who were against Him, instead of Israel moving, it was the enemies who ended up being moved just because of His voice. They were mad. They were angry. The nations wanted to kill Israel, to melt Israel. Instead, they were melted. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. Come behold the works of the Lord. What desolations He hath made in the earth. He makes war to cease unto the end of the earth. He breaks the bow. He can start wars and He can end them. He doesn't even have to start wars. He is the war. God will fight for us. The cunning spear. So He can break this cunning spear, right? He breaks the bow and the cunning spear in half, in asunder, and burns the chariot in the fire. So the chariot's worthless to Him. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. All right. So let's look at Psalm 47 too. Let's do this. Oh, clap our hands, all ye people. Shout unto the Lord with the voice of triumph. Ooh. Isaiah 55, verse 12. Interesting verse. 10, 11, and 12. For the Lord Most High is terrible. He's awesome. He's mighty. He is the great king over all the earth. That's basically what these Psalms have been talking about. This great and mighty king. He shall subdue the people under us and the nations under our feet. He shall choose our inheritance for us, the excellency of Jacob, whom He loved. Selah. 1 Peter 1:4. But I'm thinking He's choosing a place for us to go, a place for us to have this. He's the one. This is, I think it's in John chapter 14. God has gone up with a shout. The Lord with the sound of a trumpet. Sing praises to God. Sing praises. Sing praises unto our King. Sing praises, for God is the King of the earth. Sing ye praises with understanding. God reigneth over the heathen. God sitteth upon the throne of His holiness. God reigneth over the heathen, with the heathen, with those who are called, those who are His Those who call upon his name. Wow. God reigneth over the heathen, and sitteth up his throne upon holiness. Wow. The princes of the people are gathered together. Even the people of God of Abraham, these two peoples, the nations and the people of Abraham, the God of Abraham. For the shields of the earth belong to God. He is greatly exalted. Psalm 89, verse 18. And we'll go to that one. So, for the Lord is our defense. The Holy One of Israel is our King. He is our defense, and He is our King. That's fantastic. So today I went through 3 or 4 Psalms. You guys have a great day.